Hey there everyone, this is Penelope. This is a video, pretty short video, on how we can use Excel to plot the graphs of derivatives. And what I'm going to use here is I'm going to use the function y equals x cubed. And when we're working from first principles, then we're looking at creating the slope by arithmetic, if you like. And what we'll be doing is we'll say that the slope is approximately equal to what we get when we take x plus a little bit, and I'm going to use 6 zeros, and my function is x cubed, so I'm going to cube that. Then I'm going to take away x cubed, and I'm going to divide by the little bit that we're adding on each time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. And this is approximately what the derivative is. It's approximately the slope, or this is our conjecture, of the line that we're drawing in the first place. So first thing is I've set up some numbers for the x values, and then I'm going to fill in to start off with the x cubed numbers. So that would be e equals x, which is to start off with in A2. I need to make that cubed. That looks about right, and then I'm going to fill that down. There. So now I've got some y values that match x cubed. In the column that I've got f dash approximately, I'm going to put in this formula. So it's going to be equals. Now I just have to be careful that I make sure that Excel does exactly what I want. So I'm just going to put a couple of brackets to start with. I need my x to be A2, and I want it to add 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And then I want that to be cubed because my function is x cubed. Then still on the top line of my fraction, I want to take away x cubed, which will be A2 cubed. And then I'm going to divide that by 0.000001. So what I'm doing is I'm going to test the conjecture that the derivative is both able to be found by this formula, and you know, if you're looking at it in a textbook, it says the limit, there would be this thing, the limit is delta x tends to 0. I'm just using a specific delta x. My conjecture is that that is going to be so close to what we get when you use the formula to find the derivative. Okay, so I'm going to fill that column down. And now I'm going to draw the graph. Graphs, actually, not graph, graphs. Because I should get both on the same line. So I'm going to insert chart, and I'll use the dotty one. There we are there. Now, the blue graph is the cubic. So this is my y equals x cubed. And the orange one, the orange graph, I'll just write it over here, is my approximation. So it's the graph of x plus 0.00000001 cubed minus x cubed over 0.00000010. Now, if we are correct that that orange graph is y dash equals 3x squared. Then when we add a trend line to the graph, we can see that it is going to be that. So let's click anywhere inside here. Let's add a trend line. And now it's not any of those, it's not linear, exponential or any of those, so I'm going to go more options. And what I want to do is I want to add a trend line to what I have called the head of that column f dash approximately there. And I'm going to ask it to show it as a power function because I'm pretty certain it is. No, it didn't work. Okay, it's just having a bit of difficulty there. Right, I suspect that this derivative function, the slope function, is a polynomial because I expect that it will be 3x squared. So I've chosen the option of the trend line to be a polynomial of order 2 because that would say x squared, and that's what I expect. I've also asked it to write, if you see down the bottom of the screen, display the equation on the chart. So now I'm going to go back to the chart. I can close that. Now you can see there, look at it. If we take this down to somewhere we can read it, what does it say? It says that that orange line is indeed y equals x squared. Now it's trying to display it as a polynomial, and pretty much what it's saying is plus 0x plus 0. All those e, that's telling you it's tiny little bit more than 3x to the power of 2. But we would expect that because we've got 0.000001 as our adding on a little bit. If we added more zeros, if we did, I don't know, 9 zeros or 12 zeros, then the polynomial would be even closer to what we expect. What I'm going to do now is let's go back, and I think it's going to be 3x to the power of 2. So let's have a look at those numbers. So I'm going to go equals 3 times x, which is way back there, to the power of 2. Pretty close for the first one anyway. Fill all that down. When we get to the bottom, let's just compare those numbers. They are, at least at this level of approximation, they are identical to the approximated derivative in column C and the actual derivative in column D. So this short video shows how we can plot the derivative where we're finding it arithmetically using the limiting formula, and then compare that with what we know to be true, the actual derivative using the formula, and we can see on the graph they're the same thing. Okay, thanks for watching.